So, you know, I really thought about this question because it's a hard question to think about. So, physically is easier. I've always been tall since I was 14, and I used to really hate it. And then as I got older and more powerful, being tall was good. And so now I even wear heels. I would never wear heels. And so I accepted my height finally, but it was well into my 20s before I did so. And I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'8", but I felt like a giant because I was 5'8" when I was 13 and all the boys were 5'2". And so it felt really awkward all the time. Mentally, I know my mind works pretty fast. I'm well educated and I'm smart. People tell me I'm smart. So sometimes I think faster. I'm ahead of thinking on an issue than other people. And I have to be careful about that because it can really be off-putting if I start articulating it. So I accept it, I like it, but I have to understand how it can affect other people if I do that. Well, I think I appreciate the fact that I'm really well organized, and that allows me to get things done and have time for myself because I move things along and I'm noted for that. So I'm organized, I make lists, it's a little nerdy, but I do it. And then I just tick off those things and then I have time for myself, and I'm really careful to preserve time for myself. Whether it's vacations or weekends, I really try to separate work from play a little bit, but only because I can keep everything, I get things done, and I'm a great delegator. You know, I'm really proud of, and I don't know if I'd call it an achievement, but I really like the fact that I keep my girlfriends close, and I've had girlfriends for 40 years or more now. And no matter what I've done with my life or lived overseas or traveled and all the successes I've had with my career, I still have friends from high school, college, graduate school, all the way through. And their lives have gone different ways. A lot of them got married and had children. I didn't. And so our lives could have taken different paths and we could have lost our friendship. But I'm really very, very satisfied and happy that I have those friendships for so many years. And it's something I've worked at. It's not accidental because life gets very busy. So I really like that about myself, but I almost never talk about it because everyone assumes you have friends. But for me, it's something really special. I'm the oldest of four. I have two sisters who are twins, a year younger than I am, and a brother a year younger than they are. So we all grew up really close. So I had to be Miss Fixit and take care of them. When I was 2, I was taking care of 1-year-olds. I mean, it's ridiculous when I look back on it, but that's what I did. And so my thing that I think is an imperfection is being Miss Fixit all the time, instead of just being empathetic and listening to people and just letting them express it. I'm offering a solution before they've even expressed a problem. And even this morning, my significant other and I had a little tiff because I jumped the gun on solving a problem and he hadn't expressed the problem. So now I have to call him back and apologize again for doing that. You know, I love my smile. I think I know people really respond to it, and I respond to other people's smiles too. And so I think it's like my best feature, and I love that. And so I'm always very conscious that when I walk into a room or see students, especially at William Patterson University and other settings, that I'm smiling for those students, and I know it generates a lot of positive energy. And then, so, you know, I really like that. And it's physical, but it's also emotional. I also love the fact that I can, I'm a pretty good public speaker now, and I never used to be. I was voted too shy to succeed in 8th grade, and I still look at that report card and think, could that be me? How did that happen? And so I've overcome a tremendous shyness, and I love the fact that I'm comfortable walking in and talking and going through a crowd or giving a public speech. On Friday night, I stood up in front of 700 people and introduced State Senator Weinberg at the Gloria Steinem Conference at William Patterson University, and I was totally relaxed.